The newest delivery has arrived. The Kubota skid steer at Riverbend Repo. Let's get this thing unloaded. We've got some pretty cool work to do. That involves moving around some trailers. We've got a few trailers here in the main shop, as you guys know. We're going to move them to the side of the building. They don't need to be sitting in here anymore, so we'll kind of move it around, get to test this thing out. And then, of course, we're heading out on call, doing some repos today. Some pretty exciting ones, too. We've got an off-road repo. That'll be the second one up. It's going to be pretty tricky. We got to go off-roading. We'll obviously take the rollback for that one, but it's going to be a very exciting day, guys. So make sure you drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyhow, the skid steer is actually working pretty good. Things towing the trailer well. You can adjust the height. Look at that. Don't want to go too high. And you can also tilt it right there. And I think it's got actually a hydraulic hookup too. So if you want to adjust any of the ramps on the trailer, you can do that. All right, let's go and swing this thing around, park it up, and then we'll be heading out on call doing our first repo. I do have to give Jim a call for the first one. I just know that we got a quick brief interview regarding the job for the new off-road repos. So we'll go ahead, drop the trailer, get the other ones out of there, and then we'll be on call. Okay, we get the second one here. Look at the maneuvering on that. We're not going to take out the truck. That is kind of nice to have. Look at that. And that's what the best thing is about having a hitch adapter for the skid steer. And I think we might do some more stuff with the skid steer in the future at the repo shop. Maybe do some landscaping, although it actually looks pretty good so far. So we might not have any problems with that. But in terms of loading up vehicles on the job that might be tricky to get to, we can bring the skid steer with us. And that'll allow us to make a little bit easier maneuvering. So, all right, second trailer's there. Let's get the third one knocked out, and then we'll give Jim a call. And also, one more thing I got to show you is you can actually drive forward if you want to. That's kind of the nice thing. Look, I don't need to actually just drive backwards and pull the thing. I can push it forward, which is actually nice. Although I just ran into something. Hold on, let's fix it there. And there you go. Look at that. Third trailer's done. Let's give Jim a call. Actually looks pretty good all lined up. So here we go. Like I said, give him a call real quick. Let's see what he has to say. And actually, we're going to give you guys a little look at what Jim sounds like. You guys probably never heard what he looks like or sounds like. So let's give him a call. Yo, my man, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, not too much. What are you up to?
I'm just ready to go on call. You got 2 jobs for me today?
Correct, I got 2 jobs for you. So the first one we've got is actually a Ferrari, another supercar for you.
Oh, yeah, I remember we did repo, what was that last vehicle? I think that was a McLaren?
Yeah, the last supercar you repoed for me was a McLaren. The next one will be the Ford pickup truck, too.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you told me about that. Is that off-road? You said something about that interview before you gave us the job?
Yeah, there was another repo company, just couldn't get it done. So you guys are going to be the one that's going to be taking care of it for us. And it's located on the northeast trails, kind of near the campgrounds.
Oh, okay, by the lookout tower, I would assume. Is that kind of where you're talking about?
Yeah, something like that. So just go pick that up for me, bring it up back to the repo shop, and I'll pick them up sometime Tuesday.
Okay, gotcha. Sounds good. Tuesday next week, we'll be ready for you. I'll let you know if anything goes wrong, Jim. Thank you so much.
You're the best. Goodbye.
There you guys go. That's what Jim sounds like. He's very cool. He's a nice guy. He actually does all the contract work for repos in Ravenport, Riverbend, and I think Elm Creek. So he's the main dispatcher, kind of assigns the jobs to different companies based on their capabilities and whatever equipment they've got. Us, we've got some good rollbacks. So we're going to take the orange rollback here. Let's go ahead and close up the shop on this door. We'll open up this one and we'll get started because like you guys know, the first one up is a Ferrari. We've got no help today. Everybody decided they want to go farming. So we are going to be running a little bit of a solo mission today, which is all right. We're pretty capable of doing it ourselves, but lock up the shop. Nobody's going to be here to watch it. And we'll head on out and go pick up the first Ferrari. So the location for this thing is actually at a house nearby. So the house is probably about a mile away. We'll cruise on through down there, check out the suburbs. Maybe actually the first time we're exploring around here besides the main city. So we'll kind of check it out. It is a nice looking house. I think it's the nicest one on the block. However, according to the papers, they are no longer making payments or have any money to pay for it. So we got to go repo this thing, take it back, and give it to the bank. The suburbs are actually pretty cool around here. Not too bad. It's actually it's a good layout of the subdivision because it's got like some hills. As you guys can see, it's not like a straight flat road, which is kind of cool and gives it a little bit of dynamics there. We were supposed to take a right there. Let's back up a little bit. I know where we're going now. Look at that shed too. That's actually pretty cool. Up on our right here, I haven't seen this yet before. I like the red roof on that. That's actually pretty cool. All right, and then let's go to the left. That's actually the sorting facility for Amazon. Let's go through here. I think that's the house. Oh my gosh, I already see the vehicle. You guys see that red vehicle over there? Yeah, that is the Ferrari. So the owners are not home. This makes it an easy repo. The second repo is going to be tricky though because it's an off-road repo. Let's get this tilted back and we'll load this thing up the best we can. And with the off-road repo, guys, it's tricky because like I said, he's going to be actually hunting over there. So we're going to have to pick up the truck, get that thing loaded up before he gets back to his car. But we get the spare for this thing. The dealership gave us the spare. Fired up. Oh, this thing is nice. What is this? SF90XX edition. I've seen an SF90 before, but this thing looks like totally revamped. Look at the back. Oh, that's cool. cool. I like that. Turn indicator. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Both sides there. That's pretty sweet. Let's see what it looks like in the front. I think it's probably the same. That is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and drive this thing on. I think we're going to have to back it on, though. Or actually, you know what? What's this do? Is this a front lift system? It's a full lift system. Okay, that's something you don't see every day. We're able to load this thing up without even touching the ground. That's nice. Okay, that's it. That's our max. Let's get it a little bit adjusted to the right, but this car is giant. I think it's probably because all the parts we've got added onto it. All right. Yep, that's the bottom. All right, let's load it on, boys. Let's strap it down. We'll get it back to the repo shop. That was actually pretty easy. Not too difficult. The owners are not home. They shouldn't have left their car in the front driveway that is getting repoed. So, I don't know. That's their fault there, but we got the Ferrari back. And I think we'll take it for a little spin when we get back. Make sure it all runs good. You know what I'm saying? We got to test these things out before we hand them over to the bank and not say that we caused any damage to them. So, I'll see you guys back at the repo shop. We'll take this thing for a short little drive, and then we'll head out for repo number 2. Okay, I'm taking a shortcut back to the repo shop. Oh my gosh, we're climbing. Come on. Oh, look at that. If you swing right behind here, you'll be showing up to our repo shop, which is actually pretty nice. Although the police station and fire station's right there. We swing through the parking lot, and that saves us like 3-4 minutes. But oh my gosh, this thing is a little tippy on us. The weight of that Ferrari is not low. There we go. Let's unload this thing. All right, there we go. And we're actually gonna put the suspension back into race mode right there. There we go. We get a little bit more speed. Aerodynamics are better, and also the control, the handling is important. So, all right, let's go ahead and take this thing for a rip. Oh my gosh, watch out, people. This thing is insane. Oh, geez, don't crash. Okay, we're good. We just spun out a little bit. I think the tires need to be warmed up. This is like a race car. All right, here we go, boys. Full speed. We got a little bit of bumps up here. Oh my gosh, look at this thing go. Brake, brake, brake. All right, that's what we're gonna call it. I don't want to cause any damage to this thing, but look at the reverse speed. Jeez, you can almost do a full speed reverse. All right, that's pretty awesome. Let's go get it put away in the garage down here and lock it up, and then we're going out for the off-road repo, which is kind of the tricky one of the day. It's a 2025 F150. The other repo company tried to get the job done. They did fail, though. There's a company called South Bend Repo. They just did not succeed with that, so we need to go ahead and have Riverbend Repo get the job done. All right, there we go. Back in the Ferrari. Park it up right there. Looks good. Lock the door. We got a pretty good amount of repos done so far, but all right, we're heading out for job 2 of the day, and then we think we'll be done with the checklist. So I think we're going to take the same rollback. This should be able to fit the truck, no problem, and let's get heading out. Well, for those that know Riverbend Repo, to drive all the way to the camping trails, it is a far distance. 8 miles in total. About a 20-minute drive or less. Just depends on traffic, but it's actually pretty open right now. There's not much traffic, so we're going to cruise through here. We got to cut through the town, and then we're going to be taking the back trails all the way up. We're not going to be taking the ferry across. Just doesn't make sense for logistics, and we'll take the same route back. Only thing I'm concerned about is, like I said, guys, so the last person failed at this job. That concerns me because we might fail too, but I don't think we will. We're pretty good at this. As long as nobody's at the truck when we do try to repo the thing, we should be covered. Last time the guy ended up taking off in the truck, so as long as he's not there, we'll obviously scope it out before we move in with the tow truck here, and then as long as it's clear, we'll move in and take the thing, and it should run good. We got this one device that we can be able to jump start the thing, get it running, and load it up onto the back of the flatbed, but we weren't able to get a spare key, which is weird. But we got the special repo universal key. So all right, a little bit further. I think we're taking a left right here. Yep, here's where it takes the trails, and then we're gonna go on the left side of trails. You guys will see kind of where that's all at. Yep, right there. Oh, it's a bike route too. So he's not even supposed to be up there with a truck also. So we can kind of just be like a tow truck. If he ever showed up, we would just tell him we're not repoing it. We're kind of just like, you're not supposed to be on the trails, but that'll be our excuse. Oh, we got a rock right here. Oh, geez. Okay, these trails are a little rough. Probably not the best for a tow truck, so we'll do our best to manage. We're swinging through your high speed, and like I said, before we get to the truck, we'll stop. I think it's up here on the right, so another mile or so through the trails, and we'll be showing up. All right, here we go. We're gonna stash the truck right here. There we go. Parking brake. All right, that's a good spot. So the truck should be located down here. Let's cut through the woods and see if we can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was right. The tracker that we put on this thing last week was correct. Okay, there it is. It's a blue 2025 F150. I don't see anybody around here. I think he's on his dirt bike or something going around the area, because this is a hunting area and also camping on the other side. But anyhow, okay, we think we're good to move in. Let's bring the rollback. I don't think he's gonna show up, guys. We got about a 3-minute window until he probably hears to start the thing up. It's got a 5-point engine, so it's a Coyote motor. Pretty nice motor. I think it's upgraded from the EcoBoost, but it's gonna be loud. So here we go, boys. We're moving in. All right, parking brake, rollback. All right, there we go. Parking brake set. Looks good. Let's jump in this thing. It should be pretty easy to load up. All right, special device. Scan, scan, scan. There we go. All right, we're in, boys. Here we go. Fire it up. Ready? Oh, yeah, it's pretty loud. He definitely just heard that. Okay, let's go ahead and put the tailgate up. It's automatic. Let's back this thing on. Here we go, boys. Hopefully it fits on the rollback. It's gonna be a tight fit. Just barely, but it's on. Let's roll this thing up. All right, this is pretty tricky, guys, because we're trying not to tip over the rollback. Good thing we got the duals, like you guys know. I think we just made it onto the main road. There we go. Job successful. Nobody else was able to do it, but we just did it for $8,000. $1,000 of a repo. That's pretty insane. So we're heading back through the city. I think we're good now. We're out of harm's way. We won't have any problems. Whoa. Okay. Jinxed it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We didn't hit anything too bad, but anyhow, we can't tip over with this. It's very heavy. So we'll get this thing on back, make sure everything's running good on it. I think it's all ready to roll. There was no problems, although the guy was kind of making sure nobody repoed it, but somebody took care of the job. Riverbend Repo getting it done again. All right, we'll pull back into the repo shop, guys. We'll load this thing, make sure everything runs great, and then we've got one final task at the shop before we complete the day. All right, we finally made it back with the truck. Not too many more problems. Nobody's actually followed us for this truck, so that's good. I hope so. I think we're clear. Yep, all clear. Let's get this thing down here. And when we arrive here, it kind of leads us to our next project. As you guys can see, we've got this one field right here. It's kind of needs some mowing work, I would say. Also on this end, we kind of took care of it around there, but we're going to be expanding the repo shed. That's where we store and lock up all the repos, and we got a little bit more space over here. So I think we're going to build a larger shed to store all of our repos at. That way they stay locked up and we've got plenty of space, because I think this repo will make it pretty full. We might have to do some readjusting and shuffling, but the bank doesn't really pick them up that quick. They kind of leave them here for a couple weeks. We probably got room for like another 2 vehicles, I would say. Maybe a few more if we shuffle it around, but we got to make it accessible to get every vehicle out without having to move them, because then the bank can pick them up or whatever else. So let's back this one in right here in the front. What's actually pretty cool is look at the orange lights, the turn signals on this thing. Let's make sure those all work. Looks good. Lights are cool. Interior is pretty clean too. You can see they got the new screen right there. This is awesome. I like this interior. All right, let's turn it off. That was actually a pretty fun repo, and it was actually not too difficult. We thought it was gonna be more crazier, but thankfully nobody was at the truck the time we repoed it, so it worked out great. Pretty simple repo day. That's what we like to see when we don't have any help too, because everybody's farming. Like I said, Wade and Devin got like 1,000-acre farms to take care of, and there are other times, so we decided to run this one solo, and it actually went really well, so that's good. No issues. Let's go back in this truck, and like I said, we got to go ahead and pick up a mower and take care of the lawn mowing over there. I think it's being delivered in a few minutes. Someone's door dashing us a lawnmower, so that's a new thing. See you guys when it shows up. And there we go. Lawnmower has arrived. Okay, now we can officially test this thing out. So it is the John Deere Z994R. So pretty nice. Let's drop down the mowing deck. We got the 60-inch deck on this thing, so it actually should work out pretty good. There we go. It's running. Look at that. It actually cuts right through the lawn. Let's spin around. We'll kind of lay out where we want to put the shop at. It's going to be about a 2,000 square foot building, so actually pretty big. A little bit larger than our current 1,000 size. So it's about double the size. We can keep about 10 repos in there at one time. So now that we outlined it, we'll go ahead, make the rows. Well, this thing actually works pretty good. Look at that. Cuts it down right to the bottom. Allows for easy construction and for our construction crew to put some cement down. So we got a good pad for our entire building. But look at that. Mowing is actually probably one of the most satisfying things in this game. And with a zero turn, you can spin around on a dime just like this. And they're fast too. So it knocks it out pretty good. Not too time consuming with the push mower. We'd be down here all day. All right, about 3 more passes and we'll be done, so the construction crew can get to work. Okay, we did our best to try and get fancy with it and stripe the lawn. It didn't work out too well. We ended up going all the way to the bottom. So we're going to leave it right there. This will be pretty much good for them to get to work on it. And we'll have our new shop ready to roll. And it'll also have a straight drive instead of having to go around this turn down to there. That was our philosophy. This will kind of be a straight driveway, nice flow down here. The only person that may not be happy is our boy Wade. He's got his fishing spot down here, but his piece is about to be disturbed. We got a new shop going up. Guys, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed today's solo repo. If you did and you want to see us come back, maybe use some more multiplayer with Riverbend Repo, we got to hit 1,000 likes on this episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.